Look at this.
Sports Nation, I feel like I've been gone for 2 months.
You really have.
Right.
Why do you smell like pasta?
I'm sweating.
Were you carb loading out there?
17 straight days of pasta.
Oh, my God.
I did it for America, and I did it for the world.
Ooh. Wow. All right. Treadmills beware. She's coming.
Lots of noodles for Beto.
Already. Anywho,
Alrighty.
this is Sports Nation.
Look at that.
I missed you guys a little bit.
Aww.
That's Marcellus and LZ. Ramona's coming out here at some point. Maybe.
Did you leave her in Italy?
Lucky. No, I wish she's going later. Anyways, we're going to start today with Paul George. I don't even know who these people are that I'm
No, you don't know any of the trades.
There should he go. So in an interview with Sports Illustrated, he did talk about his new home in OKC and what the future holds for him. The topic of joining the Lakers came up, and he played it very coy, stating, I grew up a Lakers and a Clippers fan. I idolized Kobe. Who doesn't want to play for their hometown? But it's definitely been overstated. For me, it's all about winning. It's too early for LA. It would have to be a situation where the ball gets rolling and guys are hopping on. First of all, Lakers and the Clippers.
Nobody believes that.
Yes.
Nobody believes that. You don't grow up liking both of those
I'm trying
teams.
to tell y'all, man. Y'all better start respecting Clip City. It's
You
real
feel
out
that?
there in them streets.
You can't be both. That's like Mets and Yankees.
Well, you can be both because obviously it's only a 6-year period that you really respect the Clippers. When Paul George was looking at Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan.
He was grown when Chris Paul got there.
The greatness of the Clippers. But let's see what he's really saying. Let's dive into it. I think this is smart in one. You're paying respect to where you are. You're paying respect to OKC, saying, hey, this is not a one-year rental in the sense of I'm here to play winning basketball. You guys have the MVP of the NBA. We can do something special here. We'll figure this out. But it also appeases everyone in L.A. who is thinking it's a one-year rental. So going forward, maybe Paul George will become a Laker depending on what happens in OKC. Smart play.
He left it open.
Well, he can't go and say, nah, dog, I'm still leaving. I mean, that was clear.
I would have had mad respect.
That ain't day one.
Right. That's not really how you do it. You don't go, oh, well, I'm here, but I'm going to leave, so you can boo me for the next 41 home games until I'm gone.
Yeah.
No, he said what he needed to say, but we all know he made it very clear. I keep saying this, he's named his dog Kobe. Once you start naming your dogs after certain athletes, you've already said where you want it to be.
I don't know, because look, we went through this with LeBron James having his off-season mansion.
That's a rule.
Yeah, you got your mansion in L.A. We did it with Kevin Durant. You got your mansions in L.A. Everybody who lives in L.A. and wants to be in L.A. doesn't necessarily have to play in L.A.
No,
so I don't
but
think
living in L.A. and being from L.A., as you know, are two different things.
Russell Westbrook's not here. Russell Westbrook's not here.
He will
James Harden's not here.
He might not come out.
Yeah.
Come on,
for 228. Yeah, he's getting paid. Like.
Look, there was a lot of information in the interview, and at the end of the day, I'm not sure how much he really said, but he did say more. Because he revealed that Kevin Durant spoke to him about OKC and said, KD was like, that place will blow you away. He told me they can offer what other teams can't in terms of the people and the preparation of the facility, down to the chefs and the meals. I'm listening. He was pretty high on them. He thought it was a first-class organization in every way.
Every way?
He left, dude.
So why'd you go, dog?
Every way. Yo, KD, every way.
I love it. It's a nice PR moment for KD, not having to do anything.
Right.
But, Ramona's here?
Is Ramona here?
Come on, Mama.
Here,
this is the show.
We missed you in every way, like KD misses OKC.
Look, you don't have to lower the chair.
Oh, this is funny.
Can't just
hydraulic lift. Here we go. Look at
I'll figure it out. All right, while they're figuring that out. Actually, no.
Random.
We made it.
There you go, Mama.
It would have been better if I fell.
Why is KD? Why is he? Actually, I would have loved it.
That would have been good TV.
You would have gone viral.
Take two. Take two.
Try again. Go sliding up.
Are we supposed to believe that what KD said has any validity since he left anyways? Although the chefs and meals part, I think.
I just think
that's pretty
KD
real.
wants everyone to like him. Like, that's like his... Don't you think that's KD's personality? Like, both things are true. He does like Oklahoma City. They are going to blow you away. He just didn't want to be there.
He didn't want to be blown anymore? Is that what you're saying?
Whoa. Whoa.
He didn't want to be blown away anymore. That's what you just said. That's not what you just said?
What do you mean by that?
Not around the Hornets.
I'm out.
Nope. Only
I'm distant to see.
You said he didn't want to be blown away anymore, so that's basically what you're
That's
saying.
exactly what I was saying.
Well, there are other levels to it. Maybe you don't want to play with Westbrook anymore. People were saying he was throwing them grenades, 22 seconds in the shot clock.
He wanted a ring.
He wanted a ring. He got a ring. And also, look, it's tough to really hear that kind of love about OKC from a guy who just left.
That's really
You know, oh, she's amazing, but you know what? We broke up.
Yeah, well, we divorced 10 years ago. It's fine.
So that's a tough sell, but at the same time, I get what you're saying.
Like,
KD at heart
both
wants
that way, though. That's what Paul George is like, too. Like, he wants people to like him, too. What did he say to Indy?
Most people want them to like you,
that's not a
but
criticism.
one of the ways to get people to like you is by actually being honest. And when, no one read that interview and went, oh, yeah, that all sounds truthful. No, it looked as if either Paul George misquoted Kevin Durant or Kevin Durant oversold OKC.
No, I
because
think
at the end of the
truthful.
day, everybody says the exact same thing. Well, why did you leave?
It was truthful, but it wasn't balanced, so we didn't hear the negatives because he read everything from the pro column, then read the other column. He didn't go to that extent, but he didn't lie about what he did.
In fairness, also, like, you can love a place and it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Like, you can love a human and it just doesn't work out.
Is that why you left us?
That's where you been.
You've given to people.
I'm getting pasta right now.
Is that how you justify your behavior?
Anyways, so boring. Let's talk about the Rockets, who earlier this summer.
It's not me, it's you.
I did keep up with this.
Right.
Thank you, Houston.
whatever.
You got CP3. Then they gave James Harden the biggest contract in NBA history because when you mail it in, that's what you get. Now, apparently, they're going after
You're back.
CarMelo Anthony. And then there's this.
You're back.
Danae posting an image of Melo with a Rockets jersey on,
That didn't look
further into
right.
speculation that
That's a good Photoshop.
things are
That
up.
was a good day, man.
Big enough.
You got it all right. I think that-
All right, Melo potentially to the Rockets. If you're the Warriors, do you care?
No. I mean, that's not the hookup. Now, if you told me that he took a buyout in New York, he signed for cheap in Cleveland, they didn't have to get rid of Kevin Love, then maybe if you're the Warriors, I'd go, that might make a difference. But if you're basically looking at the Rockets and going, oh, so they brought in a guy who likes to shoot and doesn't play great defense. We'll take that, please. I mean, that's basically what they're saying.
But that's not their style. So I think this is smart because of their DNA of just running
see
up and
you,
down the
Troy
floor,
Williams.
trying to shoot.
I see you.
Yeah. I think this is a
So
good
it's
move.
Draymond.
I don't know if you're Golden State if you're staying up at night, but you're certainly paying attention. They got Chris Paul and they may get CarMelo
Really,
Anthony.
dude?
So they got
You
two
know what they
30-some-year-olds that can't guard
They
anybody.
have the makings of a great Olympic team.
Oh.
No,
Like
that's
Melo, where he goes and he's the elder statesman and he's
Yeah.
like good Melo. Look, I just feel bad for Mike D'Antoni here because
Why?
like Mike D'Antoni,
He's coach of the year.
Yes, and he's not even going to get to coach his team. Like, you think that he really wants to coach CarMelo Anthony again?
No, of course
He
not.
still has bruises from their time in
This
New York
is different,
together.
though, because
Like,
Jeremy
come
Lin's
on.
not there.
How is that?
Jeremy Lin's not there to distract everybody. It's just those two now.
Can we just go? I missed this, and I'm really sad I did. But that is the message to the kids.
Which kids? Which
kids?
When James Harden literally looks like a man whose family had been abducted, and if he played well in the playoffs, they would have been.
What?
So he literally just didn't show up against
that one
Spurs
game?
at all.
The game
No.
that
The
mattered?
game that mattered, this dude
He was completely exhausted.
from what?
From being a point guard, and in turn, this is what the back channels are saying
Well,
about the
this is
Chris
what's wrong
Paul
with
trade.
America.
That's why you bring in a Chris Paul to take some of the ball handling responsibilities away, to save some of the energy that he's going to need in the playoffs. Now you're bringing in Carmelo. This is their day one
not an
plan. Chris
answer.
Paul with Carmelo looks like it's coming
The
to
only thing
fruition.
that I will say is that because Jeremy, much like Sam Presti, is full of surprises, that bringing in Carmelo may not be the last move they make. And then we have to wait and see until everything is said and done. But just Carmelo on his own, I don't see how the Warriors are concerned about
He's
that.
not on his own. He's coming with Chris Paul. We haven't seen that team with those two
Yes,
additions.
they're called the Olympics.
Right here. You may not have seen this. You may have been like eating pasta or whatever you were doing.
That's all I did.
You did like every day.
Oh,
right?
every
The
day,
same
17
thing.
straight days.
She smells like spaghetti.
She counted it.
And the beach.
She counted it. But like
You guys Italians know how to live, all right?
Yeah.
Alone.
and like this, honestly, James Harden had a terrible last game.
Yep.
And it was very clear that he was tired at the end of the year, but
That's
it also
it.
snowballed on him. Okay, so he has a bad last game, then he gets in his head, and then he just couldn't turn it around. And he kind of, I think everybody kind of understands he needs some help. He can't do
Yep.
it himself.
Right.
Is Chris Paul that guy? I don't know how that's going to work. I really just don't see how that.
We all know how it's
they
gonna
both need the ball in their hands.
We know how it's going to work. It's not going to work. And they're not going to get a ring. And those three dudes will never have rings. That's what it is.
All right, end of the show then.
Debbie Downer.
Move on.
Guess what? It's Happy
This show's over.